Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your dungeon master. My name is Anthony Reed. This is episode 93, and this is the Forging of the Stone story arc. I want to thank the patrons, patreon.com/Adventure Inc. Without the patrons, we wouldn't have the amazing support financially that we get from them to be able to do cool things with the show. And we wouldn't be able to do things like Tavern Night. We wouldn't do things like the bonus episodes. We do those because of the patrons. Patreon.com/Adventure Inc. You can be a patron too. You can support the show. If you get value out of the show that we're putting together here, well, there's a way you can give that value back. We are closing in on the end of the second campaign. Obviously, significantly shorter than the first campaign. But I still think, there's some surprises still to come. And then we will get ready for, whatever the outcome is, the fallout from the second campaign as we move into the third campaign. All of this to say, now is the time. Become a patron today and support the show, and we would appreciate it. But also get ready to tell everybody about the show, because the third campaign is coming. It's going to be a good jumping on point. I'm excited. But for now, we got more story to get through, so let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and scoundrels, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Belroth, the ranger.
She's a Grimalkin, but that's understood. No pets allowed, even though she's not a pet. I will wait outside. Everyone, if anyone needs anything, I am outside.
Skarpin, the cleric.
Should I just try and snipe them from over here?
Yeah, okay. I did say they were as good as dead. I would hate for my, to break my word on our first contract as Adventure Incorporated.
Ellori, the bard.
We would want you to leave this warehouse.
He points behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Church!
Oh, sorry. We want you to leave this church.
ReedDeeran, the wizard.
He say you no worship Shattered Fang.
Yeah, man, he's super wrong. We love Shattered Fang, man.
Prepare yourselves, for these are the tales of Adventure Incorporated. So, you stand on the stoop for 25 minutes. There is no movement in the house. There is no indication that anything is happening, except that the butler is still just standing there staring at you with the door open.
Belroth makes that face that you make when you, like the sort of flat line mouth smile. You know what I'm talking about? And makes eye contact and doesn't make eye contact and makes eye contact.
Like the camera cuts to him and he's just staring, and then the camera cuts to you, and then it cuts to him, and it cuts to you.
Yes, exactly.
Skarpin's looking back and forth. Skarpin is the camera.
Hey, Belroth, I know we've been standing here a while, but we should talk about our plan, how are we gonna, before he comes here, how are we gonna convince him to help us?
That is a good question. Yes. How would we best do that?
I mean, he doesn't want the world to end. All of his artifacts, he couldn't get any more, and I'm sure they'd probably destroy them, and maybe that's enough.
That is definitely important, and if he wishes, he's a collector. If he wishes to be, have some clout with helping preventing the end of the world, that's a lot. That works for a lot of people.
And I bet maybe we could say, hey, we could get you some demon shit, because he probably doesn't have too much. Maybe
he might.
Some.
I don't know. It's hard. We haven't seen his collection, so we can.
Yeah.
Maybe that's. Yeah. We'll see.
Ooh, I still have some of these.
All right. Skarpin takes out a gold and silver ancient coin from when he went back in time.
Or maybe I could be like, hey, just a gift for someone who appreciates fine
that feels
artifacts.
Good. That is extremely pure silver.
flick it into his hands or something, like this. And
She tries it to Belroth.
Belroth catches
at
it,
him.
I assume, pretty easily.
He's dexterous.
Maybe we just hand it to him because I don't think. Well, I don't know. Maybe Baron Siltikar is dexterous, but it's presumptuous to assume either.
True. Yeah.
And Belroth flicks it back.
Skarpin is not.
Yeah, roll a dice.
Dexterous.
No, it just drops to the ground. It's the clink, clink. You're scrambling to pick it up on the ground.
I do imagine,
and when you do,
that Skarpin has the Ninja Turtle hands, where he only has two fingers. And,
He can't pick up something on flat ground.
can't get enough points of contact underneath it to lift it up.
Oh, no.
As you're bent down trying to pick up this coin, you hear, "Come on in."
Okay. Yes. Belroth easily picks up the coin, and then hands it to Skarpin.
He holds up both hands just for the one coin.
It's a good idea. It's a very
Catches
good.
it.
Well, I passed. You know what? Let's keep going. Hello. It is the Expedition Society of Shininess and Adventure. We are here for an audience with you, Baron Siltikar.
Yes, I've heard all about you. Come on up, come on up, come on up, come on up,
I'm coming.
Hey,
I'm coming. Here I am.
one step at a time,
Okay.
please. One, two, three.
One,
This cadence
four.
up the
One,
steps.
two,
One, two,
three.
three. One,
Walks
two.
like this.
Ah, thank you.
2, 3.
Thank you.
Cadence.
I got up the stairs first.
Skarpin's somehow a lot farther behind.
Yes, we have many things to discuss with you. We do come bearing a little bit of a gift. Skarpin.
Here.
He flicks it at him.
Jesus.
It hits him in the chest and then just drops and rolls underneath a big pile of things nearby.
Hold on 1 second, and Belroth tries to get it, I guess.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check of trying to get your fingers jammed up underneath this thing.
Ain't no problem. 17.
So yeah, I think you actually you just see a little a wand or something. You just scoot it under and hockey the coin out to you, and then you present it
Sorry
to him.
about this. This is it is again just a small trinket amongst your very large convention.
Look at this.
But it is one of the oldest coins in New Merida to date. It is actually made of very, very pure silver. It's completely untarnished and may or may not have gone on a time-traveling adventure.
This coin looks like it predates even the arrival of the Fey folk, if I'm not mistaken.
It does.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's thousands of years old. So I thought if anybody would appreciate it as much as us, it would be you.
Consider it a gift for this audience. We have lots of things that we would love to learn and discuss with you, if that is all right.
Well, please come right in. And he leads you into a room at the top of the stairs. The room is basically the upstairs is a studio apartment. It's all just one big room. And the everything is just full. There is barely any space to move from all of the stuff that he has accumulated up here.
So let's cut to the chase. We are.
Please come and sit in these very comfy seats I've arranged for
Do
you.
any of the seats look like cursed artifacts? I'm just curious. Am I about to sit
don't
into
look like cursed
something that
artifacts.
will suddenly shink
No. They don't look like cursed artifacts, but you do have to move stuff out of the chairs in order to sit in them.
Where should I put this?
Anywhere is fine.
I'll put this bust on the ground here, and he
Is the room? Is everything in kind of organized chaos, like it's in cases, or is it literally like hoarder style where
Yeah,
it's just...
if there's an organization to this, it escapes you.
Okay.
They're like, oh, you have so many nice things here.
And he picks up something furry and puts it...
It wiggles. It like hops down and hisses at you. You still aren't really sure what it is. And then it like just darts away.
Belroth is fascinated. What was that?
Belroth, we have business.
But it's a chimerological. It's anyways.
There's many wonderful things here. We have you found? Have you enjoyed the blue harbor that we dragon scaled harbor that we got you?
Oh, you were part of delivering that fine piece of weaponry, eh?
Yes.
All that
Yeah,
time
it's
ago.
A long time ago now.
Yes, I was very pleased with that one. That was one of the last pieces that a great legendary artificer, Grimlock Ironshaper, ever made before his death. It is said that it could be used to slay a god.
That is good to know for the future. We, I don't know if you know what we have been up to, but we have been actually fighting the demon problem that actually has been plaguing New Merida. And we were wondering if you had any sort of artifact or, say, tome of knowledge about information predating the kind of a lot of time as it is recorded. Typically.
Oh, written things have not survived that long, sadly. It is very difficult to get any sort of concrete information from the times before the Fae. Most people don't even believe they exist, and I've been laughed out of many an audience hall of scholars at the Black Scale who will tell me day and night that such things never were, never will be. And of course, they are all foolishly wrong.
My gosh, the
But here we
scholars
are.
at the Black Scale, don't even get me started. The number of lectures I've been laughed out of, honestly, I feel like they're more into the hazing than they are into the academia, frankly.
Yes, well, and they say, oh, everything you bring us is, on the brink of madness. And I say, who's the mad one now, as demons stalk across the lands? Who now?
Definitely not you.
Not you.
Well, I am mad, but I'm mad at them.
That's fair.
So anything? And we a friend of ours. It seems like a common friend that we have. Wesley Tallow came and visited and said you discussed some demon things. Maybe you could share with us what you shared with him.
Oh, well, Wesley and I have a bit of an arrangement, and so I could perhaps share with you the things I shared with him if you are willing to pay the price that he is willing to pay.
We would love to put it on his tab, yes.
That is, unfortunately not a thing that I can do. You see, he's already paid the price, and so he can't pay it again.
Well, let us then discuss what we can. We are looking, or we would like to examine anything that maybe is from that time period that we all agree exists. Some sort of artifact that might give us some clues to our current predicament.
I have things that I believe are from the time of antiquity, times when the Titans were a part of this world and not just a figment of story or fiction. They're around here somewhere. I'm not sure how much value you'll get from them, though. We're talking pieces of clay. We're talking, a scrap of wool. I don't have, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, it is not as though I wield or carry with me a sword that can slay demons or a book that could illuminate their secrets. No, the demons are not that simple. They have been gone from this world a long, long time. And when they were gone, from what I've been able to gather, they left this world with the most egregious of costs, and had there been an easier way to deal with them, I'm sure they would have.
And what perhaps is your understanding of this cost?
Oh, but this age of antiquities gave itself away. It gave of itself completely. A whole civilization chose to willingly end itself, so that these creatures would stop harrying this world. They bought a future of instinct and animal aspects, rather than try and survive against these creatures. They were willing to trade their own culture, their own society, their own personalities, simply to be rid of them. Can you say honestly that there are people today that would be willing to pay that price? Because I'm not convinced they are.
That's fair. That's fair. Hopefully that'll never come to that. We seek to recreate the Demon Stone. That's what Wesley's doing, at least. And any help you can give us, it would be benefit you, benefit the world.
Oh, yes, I'm happy to help.
Excellent, excellent. Maybe we could start with what you discussed with
Yes.
Wesley, given freely and without any price.
I can't do that.
No.
What was the price, perhaps?
Oh, yes, well, Wesley is now one of my agents.
Oh, Wesley Tallow. He.
Sounds like
Yeah,
him, huh?
that sounds like a Wesley thing.
Yeah.
If you are willing to become my agents, if you are willing to present me with your fealty, then I am happy to share with you the same things I shared with him. The secret
wow.
knowledges I
No,
have.
that's all right. I will pass.
The problem is
Well-
not so much the information, the problem is how I obtained it, and I cannot share this information with you without tipping my hand as to how I obtained it, and I cannot tell you how I obtained it unless I can be reasonably sure of your loyalty.
What about a different cost, a different price? You seem to be very interested in all things demon related. We have been very involved in encountering demons. Perhaps we could attain some artifacts for you in our travels and bring them. You would probably be the only person to have such an item in your collection.
That is very intriguing to me, and I think that there are trades that we could be had with this, and I do not want to lead you too far astray. I do not believe that I have learned anything that I have shared with Wesley Tallow that you did not know. I only know how I obtained the things that you and only you should know, and that is really the secret I need to protect.
Would that knowledge help us defeat them, you think? We're planning on either killing them all or sealing them away forever.
I do not think so. I think the knowledge of how I learned things only you should know will not help you in this endeavor. Would it be valuable in the long run? Perhaps, but not in this.
What if, instead of fealty, what if we made a little, not even a deal, but like a pact of sorts? I feel...
Choose your words carefully. I find a pact far more binding than a deal.
Well, let me then say this, and we can determine the strength of it. What if, perhaps, when we triumph over the demons, because I believe we will, your mutual enemy and my mutual enemy, let's say the administration at the Black Scale, who laughed at both of us for our research. What if we use this as an opportunity to humiliate them right back?
Go on.
Well, I mean, we've already misproven them several times. We, in theory, should be lauded as heroes at the end of this. we can absolutely tell who was sort of our benefactors and or people who supported us in this. We can tell them where we got the information that was good for the world, that saved it. You don't have to tell them how you got the information, but we can tell them where we got the information, which is you. We could elevate.
I don't think I have information per se that you don't necessarily have. I have methods to obtaining more information, and perhaps I could do that if there is information in particular you are seeking. But my methods cannot be shared, or they lose their value. Or, if you are willing to make an agreement with me, if you are willing to bind yourself to me, and you are willing to form a pact, as you say, then perhaps there is something perhaps then I could share with you what I know, and share with you how I know it.
Okay.
Belroth, we're already proud members of Adventure Incorporated. We can't be under his service.
Oh, I don't think this is under his service. I believe this is a mutual beneficial agreement.
Let's call it a mutual beneficial agreement, yes. I think that this is an opportunity for all of us. See, you will go about what it is that you must do. You are heroes, and you are meant to save this world, and I will help you in whatever way I can to do that, because I think that if you are bound to me and your value rises, well, that rises with me. I rise with it. And that is a valuable proposition. I also think that there could be terms that the things that you find must, a right of first refusal feels like that is not outside the realms of any regular agreement that you might have. I will always pay you a fair wage for things that I find interesting, and then I just am the first to see such artifacts and antiquities. And the third stipulation being that when the time comes and I am of need of your service, I will call upon you, and you will be my hands in the field when I cannot have them. But I would never ask any of my connected fellows to do a thing that I do not think they would be comfortable doing, and I would respect anyone who said that they did not, though we would find an alternative for you to play out your service.
Belroth, all that sounds a lot of nice words.
It was a lot of words. May I discuss in private with my compatriot?
Oh, of course. I'm right here, you're right there. This is as private as I think you're likely to find around here, but I'm very good at not paying attention. And he just stares off in the corner.
Belroth huddles. I don't think that's a very good deal. It sounds like a lot of words to saying we're pledging fealty to him. But he's gonna be nice about it, which
he's got his hands in a lot of honeypots, I feel like he knows a lot of things, and in any endeavor we undertake, he could be useful.
Yes, but then we are also bound to him and have to do things for him, and if he makes us have to do a thing we don't want to do, he'll be nice about it, which isn't necessarily him not being mad and then putting other agents against us. I feel like we're about to shoot ourselves in the foot to get information we might already know.
That's fair. We don't even know if what he or how he obtained this information is useful for us.
What do we have that he doesn't?
We have the full demon story. Here we have information, and maybe that would be valuable to him as a collector. But we came here, honestly, looking for what Wesley talked about, and it sounds like it wasn't super important. It was just how Zildikar obtained it, and also to get powerful shit.
So then, let's see if we can get powerful shit, I guess. And then, we know a few things that he possibly couldn't know. We could potentially put those on the table, but
We could have him ask us questions. Be like, we'll answer any questions 3.
Ooh, yes, if he gives us things, I guess. Okay.
I like that. And maybe I'd plan, and we could do a job for him. That's not like a full-time.
I don't want to do a job for him. I feel like I don't. No.
All right, we could hear it out.
We'll put it as on the table as potential, but never agreeing to do it in perpetuity unless the terms are good for us.
That's the thing. It's one time. Yeah. Okay. I like this. Let's break.
All right, Baron. We've discussed.
Break. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Baron, we've discussed. We will not pledge fealty to you. However, what we propose is that actually we have a need for powerful items as well as maybe more information. What we have is probably information you do not have. In fact, we know the most about the demons and have the biggest, completest picture of the demons, as well as things out of the scope of them. So what we're offering in exchange for items as well as information you deem useful is you'll get the opportunity to ask us questions, and we will answer them honestly. And we will be available for missions if you wish, but we have to know the full picture and have right of first refusal if it does not meet our terms.
Any questions 3?
And he looks at Belroth.
Belroth nods.
Yeah.
Oh, are you guys
Yes.
done? Are you ready to discuss again?
Wait, you couldn't hear us?
I was just sort of zoning out there for a bit.
Wow, that is impressive. Good job.
I'm sorry. Yes, are you ready to swear fealty now?
We are not.
Belroth, say
goodness.
what you...
Okay.
Yeah, go again.
Baron Sildikar, we are not going to swear fealty to you. However, we come and offer something else in exchange. We are looking for powerful items and powerful information, but we also own and know a lot of information that you may not be privy to. I know that you don't mention what your methods of detaining all these things are, but we also have a lot of access to information, the biggest, fullest picture of the demons, as well as things beyond the
Any
scope
questions
of the demons.
3? Sorry,
No, it's
damn it.
okay.
It
No,
didn't
it's
matter the
okay.
first time.
It's fine. He wasn't paying attention. We would allow, if you support us, we can give you information. It's a rare situation that this ever happens, but we are offering you the greatest treasure of all, information. In exchange for actual treasure.
A deal Anthony makes 10 times out of 10. Let's see how good a role player Anthony really is, huh? Y'all are clever.
Well, I have plenty of ways to get information, but I suspect there are a few things you might answer for me, but I am hesitant to give you any actual stuff for no stuff. That feels like a losing proposition for me, but I would be willing. Here's what I can do. For your questions 3, I will return to you 1, using the methodology that is a secret to me, a secret to you, not to me, a secret to you. I will be able to retrieve an information that perhaps you yourself have no means to retrieve. Information about whatever topic you wish, and there is ample opportunity for me to find it. If that is a desire of yours, then perhaps that could be our trade. Then we're trading immaterial things for immaterial things.
So let me get this straight. You get 3 questions and we get 1.
Yes.
I would like to negotiate 1 question for 1 question.
Oh, no, I'm not.
2 questions for 1 question.
Well, now I've got you on the back foot. It feels like I could just get the 3.
I guess not, because we could just leave.
I mean, you certainly can.
Okay.
If you can find the exit.
Belroth looks
Baron, so look, I feel like we're not making as much progress as I would wish, because we are here because the world and your collection and all the precious artifacts you have yet to obtain are going to be destroyed if we don't gather enough information or become powerful enough to stop it. And you know that's true.
I do. And here's the thing. I think I'll be okay. But even if I'm not, look at all the stuff I'll die with.
That's Baron Sildikar. That's Gurm even by your standards. The offer still stands. We will give you 3 questions, but each question gives us a question to ask in return. So 1 for 1.
I cannot do 1 for 1. The power that I must provide to answer such a question is immeasurable compared to yours. The methods that I must employ take a great deal out of me. And so, in a very real sense, your question is worth more than the questions I would ask you, as all it costs you is flapping your mouth and remembering things. And were that what I was doing, perhaps I would be willing to trade 1 for 1. But that is not what I'm doing.
But it costs you...
And the cost is far greater.
It costs you a significant amount of power, you say. So your methods are not necessarily mundane.
Oh, I thought that was clear.
Well, it is now.
If I just knew the information, I would tell you, but I don't. I need to find it, and to find it costs me.
What's the cost?
I can't tell you.
I was trying to catch you there.
Good one, Belroth. Could we, if we do make this deal, can we confer with our friends, the rest of TESSA, and come back at a later date to ask the question? Because
I don't feel like that, no.
Oh, well, all right.
That would be really... Well, Belroth, Baron...
I have a proposal.
Excellent. I don't.
have an additional proposal. 3 questions, but we can veto one of the questions.
Oh, interesting.
And if you veto it, then I will have an alternative question I may ask.
Oh, yes. You'll still get 3 questions, but we'll veto the question. And I must say, you cannot rephrase the question to ask the same question. The contents are the same. So if we veto it, if you're asking what is this turtle's name, and I say veto it, and you go, what is the name of the turtle, the veto still stands.
I am trying to decide if I think you know 3 things worth me knowing or not.
I think the bet is I know 4, and one of them I won't tell you.
Yes, very good point. Well, I will consider that. Let us table that for a moment. You had looking for things as well.
Yes.
Well, I have things.
Well, excellent. Do you have, say, things for a specific set of skills, such as a ranger, archer, perhaps clerical things, maybe a magic lute, maybe some wizard stuff?
What is it you suspect you are going to have to do? You are looking to seal these demons away, yes?
Mm-hmm.
How confident are you that you can succeed at that?
Honestly, not super confident, Baron, but that's where you come in. You give us a little bit boost of confidence with some powerful shit.
Should that fail, what is your plan?
Well, I think that's the problem, is if we were to fail, then we would be dead.
So if you fail
Thus
to
we come
seal the
to-
creatures, you plan to do nothing?
No. I think you misunderstand. If we fail to seal the creatures have killed us.
I guess I do fail to understand. You place the seal. The seal does not hold. Destruction still leaks from it, and within minutes it is destroyed because that is the nature of destruction. And now there is a gaping hole to the pit in our world. What then?
Well,
Well,
Belroth, Wesley did have a plan, and it was to go into the pit, so that might be it, Baron. But we would leave anything you gave us outside. How about that?
Well, that's not
He
valuable
gives
if I
Belroth
send
a
you
wink.
with things I would expect you to return.
Oh, yeah, then, yeah, no, we'll definitely return then, yeah. Honestly, I was just trying to read you, and I misread it, and I thought you were more concerned about your stuff. So, no, honestly, we probably will, Belroth, we probably will go into the pit and try and end it.
if we may have to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we may have to, because you're right, a seal might just break, and a seal is, in theory, permanent, but we must make sure the job is done.
Do you know the stories about the Path of Bones?
Nope.
They say
We would love to
they
hear
say
them.
that the Path of Bones is a dangerous path. One walked by the demon kind. It was built like the way a trap is built. That one can walk the Path of Bones in, but to walk out the Path of Bones, the spurs poke in that direction. It's metaphorical, of course. The Path of Bones is not so much an actual bone as it is the power come to bear, the power of destruction against destruction itself. That's how strong the power of the Path of Bones is. One who was not of destruction surely could not walk back upon the Path of Bones. Such a thing would be incredibly, incredibly dangerous. Walking in the Path of Bones, now that would be fine. But walking out, one would need a solution to such a thing. To survive.
We, without saying, at least have a method of returning that I cannot share because you did not ask.
That is fine. If you feel confident that you can return, then I will not try to find objects that would help in that endeavor.
Skarpin
No.
looks at Belroth.
We might... we need anything. Because, like you said, if plan A goes wrong, what's plan B?
Nice.
And plan B might need those things.
Here is what I can provide for you. In this world, fragments of other planes of existence manifest as physical objects. If you bring a fragment of another realm here into this realm, it will become something physical, something tangible. I can provide to you something tangible of destruction. That object of destruction could be used to shroud you and your friends in destruction when you attempt to walk back across the Path of Bones. It will not stop the power of the Path of Bones, as the demons themselves are of destruction and they are greatly affected by it as well. But it will give you a chance to survive on the path back.
Yeah, I think that
sounds-
sounds like a very useful artifact.
Be careful with this. A physical manifestation of destruction wills only one thing. It's to destroy. I didn't think I knew.
Okay.
It looked like you were confused. It's to
Skarpin
destroy.
leaned in. Yeah.
You led it in a way that you were going to say something dramatic.
It's destroy. Yeah.
Okay.
Destruction. Yeah.
Destroy,
It should have really.
destruction.
Yeah, it's been obvious.
What's the object?
Well, if we have a deal, I'll need something put up and then I can share the object with you. But if I just tell you now, there's nothing to stop you from murdering me where I sit and just searching for it.
We wouldn't do. No, but that's fair. That's fair. So what are you gonna ask? What do you need?
What do you have? I'm trading you a thing. I expect a thing.
Oh,
I
my
would say this
goodness.
coin is a good start. This is a beautiful coin. It's mundane, but it's very rare. That's worth a lot to me. Do you have anything that's maybe not mundane and rare? Or anything, something else along those lines?
Oh my goodness. Skarpin looks at Belroth, hopes that he has something that.
Belroth is searching his pouch. This bow definitely. I feel like this bow is nice, but I don't think that's something you would want.
I like your cat.
Not for sale. Absolutely not for sale.
He waggles his fingers at her. Too bad. Oh. Hello.
Freya is upset.
Skarpin slowly pulls out what looks like a handkerchief of silk.
Well, I just got this, but it is a wondrous item, and it's really partial. I'm really partial to it, and it's very rare and useful.
Oh, is that a portable hole?
Yeah,
It is.
it was really fun.
He glances at a bag he has on his mantle that is overflowing with stuff. It's bulging, this bag, and he's like, very interesting.
You could fit a lot of stuff in this portable hole.
Yes, very interesting things in the portable hole.
Yeah, well, this seems like a fair trade then.
I could give you a fragment of destruction for this portable hole and the coins that you gave me. I think that would be a fair trade.
Excellent.
Okay.
He kind of holds onto it as he offers it out to Baron first.
The Baron snatches it out of your hand and he feels it and he's like, it's drained of power.
Oh yeah, but you made the deal, so.
I will recharge it as part of the deal.
Okay, done. He hands it back to you.
Boom. Belroth is out of Spellstone.
Wait, was he out of Spellstone before he recharged it?
Oh.
Or tried to?
No,
okay.
I had 12
You
Spellstone,
had.
and now I have none.
You're like, oh, a little light, actually. No, that's fine. Okay, you charge it back up. He takes it back from you. And then he stands up and starts rummaging through a bunch of bins. And he tosses stuff and a box falls over. It's just clatters with golden chalices and all kinds of just fancy stuff. You don't know
Is there anything? So here's a question. While he's turned his back to us, that's what I'm imagining. Is there anything I see that I can quickly pilfer?
go ahead and give me a quick investigation.
Fucking glass is fogged up. What a
no.
ding dong. Investigation with his eyes real quick. He rolled about an 11.
Nothing you feel would be that you could be reasonably sure would be worth it.
Yeah, Skarpin's not sneaky at all and doesn't try.
He digs out, he goes, aha! And he holds up a dark black, twisted-looking crown.
Excellent. That feels... Yep, this feels exactly like what I assumed it would be.
Yes, here you are.
Belroth grabs
What
it.
are the rules for
because
this? Do we have to wear it or just on our person or?
Oh, great question. Belroth, as you grab it, it starts to fray the cloth on your arm, like on your sleeve.
Whoa.
Like tearing and decaying just slightly on the edges, like closest to where you're holding it.
Excellent. Lovely. I don't... Should I put it on? That feels scary.
Well, I wouldn't wear it all the time. That's probably a bad choice. But
How does it work?
yes, well, when you go to manifest its power as you walk the path of bones, you are going to want to put it on then. Keep your friends close and focus power through it so that you can create a sort of bubble of destruction. Those within the bubble should be safe. Those who enter into or exit from the bubble, not so much. And the power of the Path
Okay.
of Bones against it will be vast. Now, this object has been in the world a long time, and it does not have the power that a pure, fresh piece from the realm of destruction might. And so my recommendation is not to use it until you need it, just in case. But do what you wish. It is yours.
Understood.
You take whatever risk you take.
Okay, wow. I think this will be potentially useful. So, should we get to the questions?
I have determined that you know only one thing that I wish to know, and so I will do this trade for you, information 1 for 1, if you remove the veto.
Well, so 1 for 1, remove the veto. And he has one thing that he wants to ask us. I am... Skarpin, do you think that's a fair deal?
I guess we could, if we don't wish to answer, then we don't get to ask the question of ours instead of the veto. Belroth?
That
By
seems fair.
asking you my question, I will reveal to you information. If we are at that point, it is too late.
That sounds like a problem with the question asker, actually. It's not an us problem here.
Well, if you are not comfortable, we do not have to engage in this.
Honestly, Belroth, I don't, off the top of my head, we'd have to talk about it. I don't have something I need to ask him or that I can think of.
Oh my god, finally. Thank you so much, man. I've been so hungry this whole time. I feel like,
Yes,
Here,
yes.
Deeran, you can have mine too.
oh my, Ellery,
Yeah,
you're like
yeah.
the sweetest person I've ever met in my whole life. And that's not just the food talking.
Would you really mean that?
Ellery, I'm so sorry. I should have provided for you something a little more to your taste. He snaps a finger, and like a person comes into the room, and he just motions over to you, and the person just comes and kneels next to your chair.
No. I take care of myself. Thank you so much. You know, when you have particular
No,
food,
ma'am, it's fine.
no,
It's fine.
no, I don't. No, I don't think it's. No, thank you.
Well, suit yourself then. He snaps again, and the guy gets up and leaves.
Yikes.
But yeah, so what were you saying earlier? Sorry, I zoned out when I was eating.
Well, he was saying that he had some important information that he wanted to share with us before we went.
So he didn't tell us what it was this whole time? He's just been...
No, we were both just kind of sitting
I mean,
here
I've
watching
also
you eat.
been eating. Yeah, well, and I've had a couple of nibbles. Yeah, but really, it's a fascinating process to watch you just gorge yourself as you have been doing.
Well, listen, man, I'm a growing guy, I'm still filling out.
Oh, we're not judging you, Deeran.
No, don't judge me here. It's impressive, honestly.
Thanks. That means a lot. You know, it's not nearly as impressive as all this stuff and like all the things that you know. So like,
I was really hoping you would all just, agree that we could work together. I feel like that would have made this relationship very smooth. You know, I do think there is something I know that I can help you with. I do think there are things that you know that you could help me with. And I think that together there is a path forward here. But I'm just really, really hoping you reconsider on the assassinating Archimedes Silverblade.
Honestly, I feel like we could go back and forth on it for like an hour, you know. We promise to do one thing, you promise to do 3 things, we counter with 2, you know. That doesn't really sound fun to me.
That sounds that is not anything I'm interested in doing with you right here.
Yeah, no, I want,
you and I,
all I want is for you to tell us, like, this is exactly why Silverblade's evil, you know, and then, like, show it. And then when we see it...
Yeah, I can't provide that for you. If I could, I absolutely would. You know that I would.
Yeah, and so, like, without that, I don't feel like we can kill that guy, you know?
Right.
Okay, just keep an open mind, though, okay? Consider it, see what you find out.
Exactly.
For sure.
Work together.
We're committed to do our own investigation. You know, you got to find your own information for yourself. But there was one thing you wanted to tell us.
Yeah, what did you find in the tabernacle? That's the one thing I've been trying to figure out here. What exactly did you find inside the
Deeran's
tabernacle?
face goes sheet white. There was a ghost in there. Oh, God, there was a ghost in there, and it was so close. It was so close the whole time. It was too close to me and my body and whatever is inside of me, my guts, you know? Like, it was...
Son, that's fine. I'm not really particularly interested in your ghost phobia.
But that's what
they're
was in
just
there.
old people. They're just old people.
That's what I keep saying.
I know you went to the tabernacle, and I know that you found something there, something of great power, and no one, anywhere, seems to be able to see that moment, and that is very interesting to me.
You know, sometimes when people grow into their powers, it's a really deeply personal thing, and they don't want anybody else watching.
Oh, I totally understand that. And that's why I'm having you tell me instead of show me.
Oh, are you talking about all the gems we got in the silver that we're using to rebuild the stone?
No, Deeran, I think he's talking
I
about
am not.
my power of creation.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about, Ellery. I was trying to play dumb still.
I appreciate it, but I think that now calls for some openness and honesty with him.
All right.
To tell you the truth, Your Highness, I wish I understood it more to be able to explain it to you, but I don't. All I know is that there is a massive power inside me that can combat destruction with creation, and I'm waiting for a time for it to just burst out to me with like magic and music and fairy lights.
What is it that you got? How did this power manifest?
It just is inside me. It's a song. And I have to sing it someday, and I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna figure it out.
There is a song inside you.
Yeah, and it's not like something that you can cut me open and find, so don't even go thinking about it.
No. Ellery, we are well beyond that. There is a power of titans that have taken residence inside you. You are possibly the most important person for me to preserve in all of New Merida.
Wow!
We're aligned on that then. And Deeran is like beet red. He can't believe he said it, and both hands are now over his mouth as he finishes chewing.
And the King of Thieves completely ignores
Yeah.
you. He's done with you. You see, Ellery, I think that you have this power for a reason. And I think it goes beyond just these simple times that we are facing now. There is a very clear and direct threat with these demons, and those are the kind of threat that don't interest me very much. Yes, you should go and gallivant and destroy evil and come back with your head held high as the heroes that you deserve to be. But I imagine that power you hold within you is something far greater. I think that power is the first step to bringing the Titans back.
Oh. Is that the thing you wanted to say?
No, that is simply
Oh.
speculation. I don't have any proof of that, short of the pieces I've been able to gather and the last bit of information you have brought to me here.
You don't have proof of much, do you?
The world does not work in proof. Ellery, if people waited for proof, then there would never be anything that would get done. Those who make waves because they feel the time has come. And that is why I would tell you what I have been able to learn, because I feel it will help you, and I feel you are on the right side, and most importantly, I feel you need to know this so that you can come back and do the job you need to be doing.
Oh, okay.
We were able to ask a few questions of our mutual acquaintance of the demons. And we were able to refresh his memory a little bit and try and seek some of the answers that might help you in dealing with the Empress. You see, the Empress has made deals. And as someone who has made deals, I understand that sometimes you make a deal with multiple people, knowing that ultimately only some of them will have to come to fruition, and sometimes you are buying on credit. Well, see, she has bought on credit, and the bill is about to come due.
Oh, that sounds so dramatic.
She has promised 3 things to various demons. She has promised access to the people of this world in a way that is unique. People have multiple parts to them. To some, she has promised access to the soul. To some, she has promised access to the minds of these people. And to some, she has promised the actual physical being here within the realm, the physical realm. These 3 things are not hers to give, but she has claimed them. And she has offered them. And they have been accepted as part of the deal. Now, it'll be up to you to decide. I was not able to determine who got what out of this exchange. We know that death was promised physical beings. He was promised their deaths that he could observe and consume. He was promised his own path of destruction through the physical beings here. He does not see it that way, but that is how we have pieced it together. The other demons, some will have been offered their minds of the people. Some will have been offered the soul of the people. I cannot tell which is which. And some will have been offered the physical bodies of the people. She has overpromised this, because not all of the demons can be given the what they have been promised and have it be true.
But, we killed all those demons.
You destroyed them here on the physical plane. That has sent them back to the pit. Their deals are still intact.
And so, like, they would have to come back, though, to make do, right? Or...
Oh, certainly.
Or I guess when we send her down?
She is not here.
Oh.
The Empress is not in Omneth. She is still in the pit.
Oh.
And she prepares her army to strike once again, to walk the path of bones once again.
Her army being the other demons that we just sent back there.
And many,
To her.
many, many more.
Oh, boy.
Those greater demons that you destroyed, they are her champions, her lieutenants. They will be prepared again to walk the path, but the path is not easy for them to walk.
So I guess, like, there's nothing for us to do but help Wesley get this thing in place.
Wesley is an idiot. This thing is never going to work.
Then what do you suggest?
When you destroyed their physical forms on the material plane, you sent them back to the pit. If you destroy them in the pit, they are gone for good.
So we've got no choice but to go down there?
Well, maybe you get lucky. Maybe you seal them up and we don't have to deal with this problem for another 3,000 years. Someone else's issue. But I don't believe it. It took the act of the Titans to seal that off in the first place. Seems outlandish to me that we'd have any chance of it now.
I mean, Wesley made it sound like it's a one-way trip down there.
That's exactly what he made it sound like. But, I mean, maybe Skarpin and Belroth found some information on how to get out.
Yeah. And Deeran takes the last bite of the food on his plate.
I want you to solve this problem for us. I don't think you can strip this world of destruction any more than you can strip the world of any of the other fundamental forces of this world. Any more than you could say there's no more fire in here and have it be the kind of world we would want to live in. But I think you can stop the demons from wreaking havoc here, and I think you can stop them altogether. I think that's the only way you're going to stop them from coming back.
Yeah.
That's a lot of information you just gave us, and I just want to say I really appreciate it.
Again, I don't have any proof of any of that, so you're going to have to take that on faith as much as anything else. And I'm just saying, if you take that on faith, consider the possibility. That's all I'm saying. The offer will be on the table.
Yeah.
But if you'll excuse me, I have other things I must attend to, and I think it's time our conference here be closed.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay. And Ellery gets up and curtsies again.
Yeah, Deeran bows.
And he stands up, he nods to you, and he walks out a side door. And
Bye, Elton.
Tiviana, it's good. Tiviana ushers you out through the same way you came in. She says, well, I hope that was helpful because I have no idea what most of that was about.
Oh, boy. We really overestimated your knowledge, huh?
I guess so. I'm not sure what most of that was, but I trust that you have a plan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was talking to her.
Yeah.
We'll cut back over to you guys. What have you decided?
I think we, Mike and I have determined a question that we will ask in exchange.
Okay, great.
We will ask a question and you will ask a question. If either questions are refused, another person must be made whole, and that the value is lost because you've given information. Yada yada. So, we will love to exchange one question for one question.
I am ready.
Okay. Our question is, beyond power and influence, what is the ultimate goal of Archimedes' Silverblade?
We've reached a problem already.
Oh, no.
My methodology for seeking this information out, you've probably asked about the one person I can't use it on.
Because come on.
They both know about it. This is why I can't make it public. They know about it, and they have the means to ward against it. This is a magical process I am doing, and there are none who know magic as much as he does. and he has protected himself in ways, especially in the tower. If he was out of the tower, I might have a chance. I think that would be saying too much. No, he is one of the few you cannot ask a question about. There is one other thing you cannot ask a question about, and otherwise you are free to ask anything. But you have asked...
Sounds like a refusal, Belroth.
It does sound like a refusal. We'll reform the question, but just so that we are clear, so we don't reform the question about something we can't ask about. What's the other thing we can't ask about?
It gives you so much information for me to tell you.
The deal is a deal.
You cannot ask me about the Nightholder clan.
We cannot ask you about the Nightholder clan.
Interesting.
Okay. Fascinating. Belroth looks at Skarpin, knowing that he knows a thing that he can't know, but knows that I wanted him to ask that question so it would be scraped from his mind.
Skarpin's just wide-eyed at Belroth, but not even looking inconspicuous at all.
Second question. Maybe he should go first while we come up with a second question.
Well, no, let's think of the question first. I don't want to answer any questions that, he refused, so let's go back. He did veto, which we didn't give him the power to do, but...
I simply can't answer the question.
No, I understand.
It's impossible.
Technically a veto, but yes, we'll allow that. Skarpin, quick huddle.
Yep. Sildikar, could you please do the thing?
Could you zone out, please?
Perfect.
Okay. What else could he know if he can't know about Nightholder clan and he can't know about Silverblade? We know most of the things about the demons. We know a good amount about the Path of Bones.
Damn. I just learned how to send people as a messenger to other people's streams. But I doubt that Deeran and Ellori are sleeping right now.
And I don't want to ask him about his methods, because his methods it's magic, and that feels like we'll get nothing.
Yeah. We gotta. Sounds like we'll be in the pit eventually. We'll be fighting some things. He's got a god-killing artifact. Can we?
We did kind of get some information about the fact that Archimedes doesn't know, we can't know about Archimedes.
Sure.
That is information.
And the Nightholder clan.
So he might know something about something that we aren't supposed to know.
Yep.
I feel like we gotta call it because I have nothing else to ask.
Oh, this seems like a waste. But
I know. I don't.
I feel like we could channel Ellori and Deeran.
Like, what if we just think? Think deeply about our friends. What would they ask?
What would Deeran or Ellori do?
What would Deeran and Ellori ask?
No, that's
my god. If you fucking ask Sildikar that?
No. No.
What if we just ask Sildikar that?
No, that's a bad idea.
Oh, really?
That's a terrible exchange. Yes, that's
because
a terrible exchange.
If we can't think of something, maybe our friends could, but we can't talk to them right now. I don't hate this.
I kind of feel like your friends would have speculated on a question that you could ask already in their own space.
Well, some of us were handling a fire alarm, so I don't know what it was. If you were listening to ours, we have a way to do that.
Well, you have an item.
We have an item.
Yeah, I mean, we now know how to get out of the pit. We have an item to shroud us, and we have to fight our way out.
Yeah,
is how I interpreted it. If that's not correct,
okay, that didn't register.
Okay,
the getting out part didn't register, just the killing.
Yeah, my understanding was pit connected to the material world by Path of Bones.
Yeah.
We go
And
through
then
portal. We travel Path of Bones to get back
Item
and
helps
use the crown.
us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the crown. But now that we're chatting, is it? I feel like fucking as a listener, I'd be like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to get more information that's useful. Can you guys think of anything else?
Because I feel like we got like a good amount
did.
of information by him refusing to ask that question,
And
like,
the fact that
quite
he knows
literally.
about the Nightholder clan and relation to the fading. He doesn't know it specifically unless he doesn't dreams, but I don't know if I care too much about that as a...
Could be a dream. Oh my god, he could be a dream wizard, dream cleric.
Dream wizard.
He could be Nightholder clan. Crazy. No.
All right.
So
I don't have anything then, but it feels like a waste.
All right. How can we learn more information about the demons? Like, who else can we go to, or where else can we go? How about that?
Other than us, who
What
knows the most?
about-
But I feel like that's going to be like Wesley.
Do we need anything special to kill the Empress?
I like it. Can
Because the answer could be no.
Or is the Empress a god?
how can we kill the Empress?
Yes.
All right.
Just something around that, right?
I like it. Or the princess, yeah.
What is the Princess of Darkness's ultimate? What is the most effective way to kill the Princess of Darkness, the Empress?
I don't think it's like a trick phrasing situation.
It's not. He doesn't.
Man, I've been caught in this so much by fucking Anthony. I'm so nervous. Okay, I don't want to say shit.
Did
and
you
be
less
wrong.
Then you
Trap
then have had
yourself.
an impact on you.
Yeah.
Like, can I have a moment? Yes, you may. Ha ha ha!
That's literally never
got him.
happened.
Yes, it did.
He's so worried
that
about it,
happened
though.
with. I'm so scared.
Cool.
That's how Bandy died. Oh, rip.
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe in a
spoilers.
Patreon
Going into the
episode.
woods.
That's fine.
Yeah. Season 1 spoilers.
Season 1 patron throwaway paper character spoiler.
All right. All this is getting cut anyway. Flashback.
Okay.
So, Belroth, I mean, only thing I can think of is like just information about how to just kill the princess.
Okay, you asked the question because I have anxiety for some reason.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We'll can maybe induce a dream later. We can give you a little relaxing maybe massage.
I love that. Oh,
Yeah.
I need that.
No, okay,
I need a dream massage? A massage in my dreams?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was possible.
I feel suddenly more powerful now, and I can do some things. But we'll do that later.
Okay.
All right, Baron Sildakar, Baron.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes.
All right,
yes.
we have our question.
Got old for a second. It wasn't on purpose.
Oh, it's a Nightholder clan. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Skarpin's curious about that, but he knows this is not the time.
God, I am too.
So, Baron, our question is, how can we kill the Princess of Darkness most effectively?
Oh, I think I can definitely find the answer you're looking for with that. That is something I can look into, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, hold up his hand for Belroth.
Belroth pops his hand with an excellent high five.
And
That's a
so
good high five.
I will ask you this question. What is the fading?
I have to leave the room because I am not legally allowed to know. Or
Belroth.
legally? Rules?
Belroth, I kind of want to
don't
refuse
wanna-
this.
No, you want to refuse
I
it?
kind of do. Just because of the consequences of...
I mean, he did refuse a question and you could fill him in on the consequences.
I guess, yeah, we could tell you the consequences. That could be...
I already know the consequences.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
I've
this
had
sounds
this
like informed
information
consent.
before. I have had this information before and it was taken from me.
I worry... Okay.
Well, I'm going to leave because I don't want this information at all. So I'm going to go.
All right.
Goodbye.
Well...
Goodbye.
But Belroth walks downstairs. Also still looking for sneaky stuff he could potentially pilfer. He's never this guy, but he's thinking.
Go ahead and roll another investigation.
right. Ooh, 18.
I mean, you do see on your way out, you see the halberd leaned up against a door frame. You think it might
Is
be
there a way?
tough to sneak a halberd out, but
That's fair. Nothing small and pilferable.
lots of stuff, but you have no idea what it is or if it's worth anything.
Do it.
Is Belroth makes a sleight of hand check and just grabs something.
Okay.
Fucking natural one. He trips.
You go to
throws
grab
something
something,
across the room.
and so the car says, "Excuse me."
Oh, I'm sorry. It just looked interesting.
No,
Very
no,
clumsy.
unacceptable,
I'm
unacceptable.
sorry.
No,
Sorry.
no, you return here right now.
Oop, okay. Belroth comes back.
You have violated this space, and you have violated my trust, and so I now give you two options. You bind yourself to me, or you die.
That's not going to happen, Baron. Let's finish our
Oh,
deal.
it is going to happen. You make a choice. You have violated my space. You have violated my horde, and I will take my vengeance on you. Or you will bind yourself to me as my agent.
Baron, let's make another. Let's refuse that.
I
one
am
deal.
not
That's
speaking to you.
refuse.
Test me if you wish, but you will not find what you see.
I do not, Baron. I will. All I can offer is an apology because I think you understand the gravity of the situation. I am looking down the barrel of death, and I am desperate, and I apologize. I was a weak man for a moment because I have not told Skarpin this, but I was fully ready to be the only one to walk the path of bone, since I am the only one of them attuned to destruction magic. I was fully prepared to refuse their entry and take on the demons alone. So I was a weak man, and I apologize. This is all I can offer.
Your all apology is not accepted, and you can offer more. You will offer your life one way or another. There is no negotiation in this. You have broken this trust.
Could we a sidebar? Could you do the thing, Baron?
No, this is my mistake. I am bound to you because I was a weak man, and I apologize, and this is the apology I can give because I let my weakness get the best of me.
He reaches behind him and he pulls out a golden book. And he places the book out in his outstretched hand. And he says, "You place your hand upon this and you will swear yourself to me. And I will bind you to this."
Belroth does. Puts his hand on the book.
And you can feel as you do, there is a clash of the magic that comes from the book and the magic that resides inside you. And for a second, they are at war before it settles down into an equilibrium. And there is a fragment of this magic that is now inside you and part of you.
Ugh. I hate that this is who I am.
The magic settles in you, and you can feel that it is solidly now a part of you. He says, "You will go and do what you need to do. But when I call upon you, you will be mine. And it will not be the pleasant deal I offered before. You will serve how I see fit."
Belroth leaves with his head hung low because he You fucked up.
Done
Fucked up. You fucked up. That was a Rob move. That was less of a Belroth move than a Rob move.
It was
But that
100% a
is-
Rob move.
Belroth is just a version of Rob that is much more level, and in that moment, he wasn't. So, just fucking dealing with it.
I am sorry for that unpleasantness.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go ahead and go about answering the questions for one another.
So,
he starts to take out the letter that he wrote about what the fading is, and
he says, I wouldn't do this, except for the fact that you know the consequences and are prepared to accept them.
Oh, no, I should be clear. I won't be accepting these consequences again.
Oh. You have a way to block them, then?
Yes.
Interesting. I've never heard of that before.
No, I don't suppose you would.
Wow.
And I think it would be awful dangerous for you to know, of all people.
I've introduced myself in full, have I?
Well, perhaps your reputation precedes you.
Yeah, that's fair. I was like, there's a chance, but there we go. So, my clan was tasked to protect the world from gaining this knowledge.
Yes.
And I, one, don't want it forcibly extracted from people, but two, I don't want it spread until I know why it shouldn't be spread. I can't share this with you knowing that it will stay with you. So I'm going to refuse, Baron. Veto.
Then you have also stolen from me.
Well, we agreed we could refuse.
No, I did not agree to that. I told you that if I asked you my question, I was giving you information. And that once I asked the question, you owed it to me.
I owe you a question.
You owe me this, or you owe me your life.
Baron, that was not the deal.
That was the deal.
We struck a bargain of question for question, and you refused. We didn't throw a fit saying you stole from us.
Perhaps you should have.
That was like the hardest thing
Yeah.
Anthony has ever said. And he just made Rob swear his fucking soul. Holy shit.
The party. This is the Always Sunny theme. Like, doo-doo-doo-doo. The party misunderestimates Baron Sildikar. Jesus.
You know,
So-
our dinner was so much nicer.
with like a known criminal and just known bad person.
Yeah, we love the King of Thieves. What a great guy.
Baron, you ask me to go against a vow my family has already sworn. This isn't my
And one
information to
I
give.
know that you have not.
My blood is bound to this oath. Mere words doesn't mean anything. It's
Then
just
you
a
have a
formality
choice.
for us to swear in
You
when
have
we
a
become
choice.
of age.
You can violate a vow you have never taken, or you can form a new one today.
How did you block this? How did you do this? It's never been done before.
That is not the question that you asked me to seek out, but I will do that instead if you wish.
No,
But it is dangerous for you to know this information.
No, for you, I imagine.
For many people.
Yeah.
I think there is value in protecting ourselves from what your family does unwittingly.
They do it for a reason I don't know, but
They do it for a reason they do not know.
That's what it seemed like, yeah. But somebody knew, and they started it, and then they proceeded to follow that, so there must have been a good reason to start. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'll find that out, too. Okay. Baron, I don't know what the future holds, but you're right. I never was told this information and sworn into the inner circle of my clan in this world, in this reality. So I suppose I'm not violating that.
And he hands him the letter.
He takes the letter in his hand, and he says, he says, "May I keep this?"
Actually, unless I'll just make a quick copy.
He says, "You know what?" And he opens it up and he reads it.
Yeah.
And he hands it back to you. And he says, "And now I will fulfill my end of the bargain." And he closes his eyes, and when he opens them, it is like his eyes they're just solid blue with a field of stars within them. And the voice that comes from him is very different. It is like deep and resonant, and it seems to echo in your bones. And he says, "The Princess of Nightmares, she has made deals beyond her reckoning. When those deals come due, and she has lied and forsaken her oaths, destruction will take its wrath upon her. She has promised the body of the people of this world to the strangers, that they may slip in and out between them at their will. That is all I can see. But let it aid you in your pursuit of revealing her treachery." And then his eyes blink, and they're normal. He says, "Well, I suppose that probably did it, huh?"
Do you not know what you just said?
I have impressions, feelings. It is like a dream that slips away from me.
What are you?
I am one who can walk through the dream. I can see it, I can touch it, I can feel it. And through that dream I can seek answers that no one really remembers anymore. There is more to the dream than anyone really knows. It is not a space of memory or a space of fancy. It is a connection to our past, a connection to each other. It is hard to describe, but that is what I am.
Baron, I feel like we gotta hang out more. I really have a lot of questions and feel like
Well, not
we
today.
got a lot in common.
Yep, we're done for the day, that's for sure.
Yeah, I got one soul, one question. You got quite a bit today, huh?
And now it's time for my nap. He just lays back in the chair.
And Skarpin waits for a minute and kind of looks around and just realizes that that's his cue to go and stumbles his way out of that room.
Hey everyone, DM Anthony here, just reminding you that if you're enjoying the show, tell your friends tell your family, let people know, word of mouth, and you can support the show at patreon.com/adventureinc, or you can check out the shop at adventureincpod.com/shop. Make sure you check the show notes and the website for all our social media, including our Discord, where you can come and hang out with some great people. We'll see you there. And until next week, I wish you nothing but critical success.